truth is that the last government did legislate with cross-party support to prevent people like Gerry Adams from receiving taxpayer-funded compensation. The High Court in Northern Ireland ruled that this was incompatible with the European Convention on Human Rights, and the Conservative government then appealed that judgment. When the Labour Party came to power last summer, they dropped that appeal.
Exactly.
Will the Secretary of State please set out why the government decided to drop that appeal?
As I told the House a moment ago, the courts found that the clauses 46 and 47 were unlawful. And although the Northern Ireland Court of Appeal was not obviously asked to rule on that because we had withdrawn the appeal, it did comment unfavourably on those provisions. We supported clauses 46 and 47 at the time, but they haven't worked. And that is why we have to find an alternative way forward. And I would just say to the House, the main issue here is the Carltona principle, which the last government argued meant it was lawful for junior ministers to sign ICOs. The amendment to try and deal with that failed, and we need to find another way of reaffirming that principle. That's at the heart of this case. That's Darko.
The whole House will have heard the Secretary of State not give a reason for why the government did not continue the appeal. Government lawyers told the last government there were grounds for appeal. Policy Exchange, in a report in January written by Professor Richard Eakins and Sir Stephen Laws, said that the High Court had almost certainly been mistaken in its judgment and that there were very, very strong grounds for an appeal. So why did the government drop it? And why hasn't the government yet brought forward its own legislation to clear this mess up once and for all?
Well, I would say to the honourable gentleman, the Supreme Court judgment was in 2020. The last government couldn't find a legal solution in almost 3 years. 3 years. They weren't able to find one. I am committed to finding one, and I promise that I will update the House when we have found it.